So in the last video, we learned how to add integers, and in this video, we are going to learn how to subtract integers. Now, using a number line could make it very easy, and we also have a couple tricks and rules to get us the correct answer. So in the first one, we are going to start at 0, and we are going to go to 4. So here is our 2, 3, 4, okay? And then we are going to subtract. So when we subtract, we should be thinking losing. So we should be going to the left, okay? So when we subtract, we go to the left. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if we think about our answer, it should make sense, because if I had say $4, and I lost 6, I would be in the negatives. Okay? Now, here's where we're going to learn our first trick. Our first trick / rule is when we have double negatives, or we have a subtraction and a negative right in a row, okay? We're going to take our double negatives and we're going to make it positive, and that's going to make our problem a lot easier. So now we have -2 plus 5, because it's like, yeah. Okay, so we are going to start at -2, so we are on 0, we're going to go to -2. And then we're going to add 5. When we add, we go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our answer is +3. And that should make sense, because I'm not in the negatives by too many, and I'm adding a number that's bigger than the amount of negatives we're in. So I should end up with a positive number. Okay. Then we have this one. We have -6 minus 1. And I'm going to have to extend my number line a little bit. So -6, -7. Okay, so we are going to go to -6 is where we're starting. So here I'm at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am subtracting 1. I'm losing 1 more, which means I'm going to the left 1 more, which means I end up at -7. So our first rule that we learned is when we have a double negative, we make it positive. And it must be right in a row like this. Double negative like that equals a positive. Okay? Our second rule is we can make any subtraction question an addition question by adding the opposite. So we learned that already, and I'm going to apply that rule right now. So if instead of subtraction, I can add the opposite. So adding a negative is the same as just subtracting 16. So 29 plus -16, which is what we learned in our last lesson. We have different signs. One's positive, one's negative, which means we subtract, which this was a regular subtraction problem. But you will see that it will turn out to be okay. And our answer is 13 there. And we take the sign of the higher number. The higher number here is the 29, so we are going to take the positive. Okay? That will also work here with our double negatives. We are subtracting a negative. We are taking a negative and subtracting a negative. So we can add the opposite by changing the subtraction sign to an addition sign and changing the second sign to its opposite, which is positive. So our new question is -3 plus 3. Now we are adding opposites here. -3 plus 3, which is 0. Okay.